What is good, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time. You guys been asking me to do, so here it is today. We're gonna mix a complete song and master it in FL Studio. Now, the first two videos I'm gonna do are gonna be using third-party plugins, and I'm gonna make an additional two videos going back doing the same song but using only stock plugins for the mixing and mastering. So yeah, hopefully that'll help everybody out. You can see both my techniques. This one's gonna be more like how I mix and master. You know, it's not really gonna show you the proper ways. It's gonna show you how I do, and maybe you can take some of these techniques and use it for your music. And then the other video, I'll probably show you like some techniques and all that. But overall, you will get some good concepts and good ideas to mix and master. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, trying to hit 100K this year, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud. With that being said, let's jump inside FL Studio and mix this song. Look, hold on real quick. Let's pause real quick before we continue with this video and show you how to do this. I want to let you guys know, I should say this in the beginning in the intro, but this video will be about how to mix, how I mix, personally, how I do things, not how industry people do it, but how I mix super fast and easy. Keep that in mind. It's not going to be an in-depth tutorial. It's going to be showing you how I take simple things and use that to my advantage to make my mixing process faster. But in the second video or the next video or whatever video it is, when we do the stock plugin video, I will show you more in-depth stuff as well. So if you're looking for a more in-depth video, this won't be it. Just be patient, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and when I drop that video, it'll be more in detail like a lot of you guys want. But this is going to show you guys how to do stuff really fast and get a professional sound. So yeah, back to the video. Yeet. So here we are inside of FL Studio right now. We're going to play the beat real quick, play the song. This is a song by my artist, Jumpman Don Don. I'll make sure I leave all his links to his YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. So you can follow him. Any support to him would be good support to me. Let's say we got some good things coming up. We got some videos, music videos, beat maker stuff. We just building a new studio right now. So we're going to show that off real soon, the Small Circle Record Studio. So it's going to be really dope. So make sure you guys check that out. So follow us so you can see all the good details. This is a little solo song, a single song. It's called Rampage. Produced the beat. We recorded in his living room using a Chaotica eyeball, using a TLM 103 by Neumann, and then using the Apollo Quad. Just, you know, is our audio interface, and recorded on Mac, recorded in Studio One, and I just imported all the stems in the FL Studio. So pretty much anybody can do what I'm about to show you right now. There should be no excuses. So let's go ahead and play the track real quick, listen to it, and let's get right into mixing this track.
Yo. Crank this shit overnight. Fuck all that nice shit. Hey, Dana. Yo. Different, boy. You ate this bitch alive, boy. Ate that bitch. Can do it in. Yo. Kicking it though. We coming for more. Yo. Small circle. We coming for more. Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. Yo. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He drawing down with the pistol. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Oh, yeah. Damn, nigga, the crosses. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit looking clear. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the bass from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken and life, you get bluffed.
So that is right there. As you can see, you know, it has some pretty obvious issues in it. There's a lot of breathing in it. The vocals are kind of up and down, you know, they're not consistent. You know, you can hear something, a little bit of background noise. The beats, the vocals are obviously too overpowering the beat. And, you know, it's just not clean and, you know, very clear. So we're going to fix all that. Like I said, we just use some basic stuff, but we're going to turn it into a polished mix in the end. So first off, I want to check out my beat and see how loud it is and see where I can push it. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my U-Lean loudness meter. I'm about to say master. My U-Lean loudness meter. You know, I made a video about this free plugin. You can't do a paid version. Check out the video description and link below where you can actually see the full video. Let's see how loud my beat is, see what we can do with it. Okay, so good hearing for that. So I say I'm gonna try to aim for the Spotify loud section. You could do regular Spotify beat, 14 LUPs, but I'm gonna go for the Spotify loud. Maybe for this one, we'll see how the 14 sound. If it ain't loud enough, I'll probably aim for a little bit louder, just so just make sure it's gonna be good. Cause we are gonna put this on all streaming sites, SoundCloud, all that good stuff, YouTube, Spotify. So like I say, I'll make sure I put the link in the description below when it is done and up, so you guys check out the full final product as well if you come back to this video later. So yeah, that's that. So let's just go ahead and start with the verse. So that'll be the first thing. This is a very simple song. It's just a verse, some stat. It's just one verse straight through, just kind of a overall, just straight through freestyle. So let's go ahead and listen to what the sound like, the verse sound like.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, the crossing. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a foe, but I'm showing no fear.
Okay, so, it sounds pretty good. Like I said, that TLM 103 is a great microphone. And then also we're using the Apollo interface. So, Apollo interfaces are pretty good. Any Thunderbolt interface will usually give you very good results. But, even USB microphones are just as good. So I'm going to first get this vocal to sound kind of, I want it to sound a little bit more polished. And the way I usually do that is I'll go ahead and throw Nectar 3 up on there. So let me go find Nectar 3. Now, don't worry if you don't have Nectar 3, just use whatever plugin you use. I like Nectar 3 because it just gives me a really good preset to start with. Now, if you don't have it, so I'm gonna go through everything it does so you kind of see what it do, and I'll talk about some things what I do with it. That way you could copy this using your own plugins that you use. But Nectar 3 is gonna give me a personalized kind of preset that I can start with and build upon. I usually just leave it on normal and just play it through. So
let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, the crossing. You can ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a foe, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out of sticks like we building a fort. Get out of volume, snatch the bass from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a Ford. So tough. Playing chicken and life, you get plucked for your fellas. Some niggas be clucking, they scared of the pressure. They tell a soul what you do, whatever. They whisper like bitches. I know that they listen. Some people can't wait to go spread out your business. They got what they doing. They breaking the pin.
Okay, so now Nectar has given me a little preset. We'll just see what it did so far. I know I don't want this reverb. Reverb is always bad. So it just gave me like a little bit of EQ, some kind of cutting out some, bad spots. We'll listen to what those are. It gave me a little bit of a de-esser to kind of control some S's. Another EQ was doing some crazy stuff, which I might change this up because this is just too aggressive. And then the compressor is doing too much over compressor. Let's just hear what it sounds like with the beat, and we'll change some of these parameters.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, the crossing. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a foe, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out of.
See how it just sounds a little bit more clear and it helps out. Like I said, use a preset that'll get you a good starting point and then go through and tweak it. Like I said, I like using channel strip plugins to start off with because you kind of just do everything at the face value. So if you got like the SSL channel strip or the Omni channel from Waves or something, any channel strip plugin, definitely use that because you just kind of tweak it. But like I said, if you got Nectar 3, just use that to kind of, get a good starting point. But if you don't have Nectar 3, we'll just check see what it did. So all these are bad nodes, so pretty much we'll listen to them.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol.
And how you find those kind of bad spots is what you do. You just boost up wherever you want to. You'll change it to like maybe a bell. You'll tone it down, and then you just sweep and delete.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue.
And then you just pretty much delete, whatever bad fare or bring them down. And it brought them down to about 2 dB, which is a good start. The de-esser, I can work with that, don't want all them S sounds. When it comes down to the EQ did a little bit too much. Like up here it did 4 dB of gain. That's just too much. I'm gonna bring it down to 2. Right here it did about 2. There it did about 2. That's fine. The low cut is at 130, which is fine. Then this one's at 60. I think one of these actually moves with the vocal, so the fundamental.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing.
Yeah, I don't want that frequency to keep jumping like that, so I just move that back like that.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call.
Or maybe I'll leave it on there.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we.
But yeah, I usually do that on all my vocals if I'm not using, Nectar or whatever. Before I was using Nectar, I would just cut some of the lows to kind of thin the vocal out and get some of that low rumble out. You can do like any EQ or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then I would probably use my second EQ also had the boost in there, and I would boost around where the vocal usually sits. So
let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro, I call him an artist, he joined down with.
You can hear right up in those areas, you can hear where the presence is. So you want to hear where that presence is, the vocal to kind of stick out. Like I said, this is just a preset. Like I said, use a preset, tweak it to your liking and all that. Now the compressor is obviously doing too much compression.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we at.
That's way too much compression. My initial compressor, I like to be a little light on it.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He joined down with the pencil.
Just to kind of tame the vocals and kind of keep them kind of consistent. I usually like to say a medium attack and kind of a slow release, and then just a little bit of like a good ratio. Like this ratio is way too high. Like it's 10 to 1. We're gonna bring it down to about 4. I'd keep it about 4. Just type it in. Matter of fact, do 4.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist.
That way it's just not too aggressive. And if we bypass, you can hear the unprocessed.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue.
Super muddy, too much lows because he had a very deep voice. It's unclear at all. You know, you can just see like just a little bit EQ, a little bit of compression go a long way. And like I said, that's a good way of starting out. But just use a preset that gets you in a good place to start with, and just tweak it to your liking.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay.
And I say I will always use if I can, if anytime, just go by ear. Don't worry about anything. Just whatever you got working with, you listen to it. If it sounds good, it starts to sound good inside your headphones and all that, most likely is good, but definitely referencing other stuff as well. So since we got my little first preset, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have Neck 3, use an EQ, use a compressor, use a de-esser, get you a good start point. Now I can start doing my usual mixing techniques and usual mixing stuff I usually do. Now this vocal, obviously.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He joined down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, to cross it. You can bet your ass.
All right, so now that we got our preset, let's just go ahead and jump right into it and figure out what we can do next to it. Another thing I like to do is I'll probably add in another de-esser. I'll probably wait till I add my extra stuff to it, because once you start adding on more plugins, you'll start bringing up more and more of the vocal and all that, and some de-essers will be necessary near the end. So I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a little bit. Probably go ahead and add in, I'm like to use one of my favorite plugins out there. Let me go find it, the virtual mix rack for the guys at Slate Digital. The virtual mix rate, if you follow Slate Digital or any of their plugin, the subscription-based model, it's a really good plugin, a really nice channel strip, got some analog modeling stuff in there, and to me, it sounds really good. It's some of the best out there, honestly, in my opinion. So, I mean, if you like it, check them out. I mean, it's up to you. I purchased it. I've never gone wrong with it. I've got great results with it. I got a modified version of Warm Vocals. It's a preset. I kind of modified it. It didn't say my modification, but I made like a little slight modification to it to just give it like a little bit of a, you know, a better sound. So it has the FGN, which is pretty much a Neve EQ. You have the FG 116, which is like a 1116, or what it's called, the 1116 compressor or 1117 compressor, the really good fast compressor, fake compressor. You have of course, a SSL EQ, and you have Revival, which just gives you a little bit of body and a little bit of brightness. So it's good. It's a good enhancement plugin. So let's see what it sounds like with it on and off. So let's go ahead and mute it first. Press play.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He joined down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, to cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting to shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks.
And you can just hear it has that more modern vocal sound right there easily. I said it got some great presets in it. Like I said, I had to tweak this one because some of the parameters were just a little bit too aggressive. Like I said, it's doing a little bit of roll off in 80 hertz. It's boosting around the 4.3 kilohertz range. The compressor set to 4 to 1. It's got a kind of a slow attack, kind of a fast release. It's like 50% mix. It's just doing some gain reduction. And then in this version, it's kind of pulling down the highs around 10K. And that's really all it's doing. And then Revival has a little bit of thickness. And if I need to be a little bit more brighter, because sometimes, you know, brighter music does sound better, I can just crank up the shimmer, and that's going to bring out some of the highs. So
let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we adding a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He joined down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, to cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting to shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear.
And like I said, man, if you want to work really fast, find presets, tweak the presets to your liking, and just save them. That way you can just put them on, tweak them as you go, and always, you know, get a faster result It's the best way to work, in my opinion. And a lot of people just overlook presets. Presets can be really, really beneficial in your workflow. So let's keep going. Like I say, it sounds good now. I feel like it has too many highs.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro.
I might need to change some of them highs, so I'm just gonna throw in a de-esser, and I got several different de-essers, so use whatever de-esser works for you. I'm probably gonna use the Eosis E2 de-esser because it's probably one of my favorites. If I don't use this one, I'll use the one by Waves, the Suppress, and then I got one from Fat Filter, the Pro DS is a really good one as well. So as you can see, I already got a preset. I made this preset to where it always starts in this position, and I can just do a little bit of de-essing right now. So
let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. There, nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken in life, you get plucked for your fellas. Some niggas speak puckin', they scared of the pressure. They tell a soul what you do, whatever. They whisper like bitches. I know that they listen. Some people can't wait to go spread all your business. They gossip, they doing, they breaking the penny. I'm laughing at them while I'm cruising through Lennox. I'm moving official. 20 P's in the rental. Gone, can't look in the mirror. I'm up in my zone. The defense killer. I'm out.
Okay, so it's just doing a little bit. Let's say it's making them so they're not so aggressive. They're still gonna be kind of bright. Let's say because I did brighten it up with a nectar and then the virtual mix rack, but at least this will kind of just tone them down just a little bit so it's not so sharp and so in your face. Like I said, a little bit of brightness does help out the track, and I don't want to take away that brightness because that will make it good. Like I said, for him being such a low male vocalist, you know what I'm saying, the brightness will definitely benefit him, you know what I'm saying? So that is kind of dope right there. So that's just how I work, you know, of course. And if I don't use that, if I want to add some more brightness, a great way to do that is a free plugin called OTT. Like if you really want to go, you really want your stuff to sit on top of the mix, OTT all day. You just put this on here.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. There, nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken in life, you get.
But that's if you want to like be super on top of the vocals. Yeah, OTT free plugin, definitely dope. At this point, it sounds pretty good to me. I like the way it's going. It sounds dope. I need to, of course, volume gain, what's the word? Level it. I need to level it out real quick. So let's do that.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. There, nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken and
okay, but it still sounds kind of dry. It doesn't sound like it has any sense of space or nothing like that. So we need to go ahead and give it a sense of space and make it sound like it fits inside of this, whatever the beat we're making and all that. So we're gonna do some reverb to it. And usually I use reverb for my vocals, delay for my stacks, and then delay / kind of reverb for my ad-libs. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. So let's go ahead and add some reverb. So I got these center tracks over here, set up. So I'm gonna go to one of these and I'm gonna add in a reverb. We're just gonna use a standard reverb, something that ain't, that's not really crazy or fancy or none of that. So I'm gonna use Pro R. Pro R is a great one from guys at Fat Filter. I'm gonna go ahead and send some of this signal into here. Like I say, anytime you wanna make a center track in FL Studio, any channel can be a center track. You just pretty much click on whatever channel where your main sound is, and you go to wherever the sound is that you're, gonna affect. And you just want to go right here and you just wanna send some sound to it.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue.
And just to kind of keep myself organized, we're gonna put verb. That's my verb over there, and I'm gonna change the color just to kind of keep myself, where I know what I'm doing, so I don't lose where it is. So that's what my reverb is. And then we're gonna pick a cool reverb preset to start with and kind of tweak it a little bit to make it sound our own unique.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him an artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. There, nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base from your voice. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken in life, you get plucked for your fellas. So niggas speak fucking, they scared of the person. Can't tell a soul what you do, whatever. They whisper like bitches, I know that.
And like I said, the reason I like doing, my effects like reverbs and delays on scenes, I can actually control how much of it is getting sent into the actual reverb or verb or whatever. That way I can just, control it a little bit better. And also if I need to, say I need to cut some lows from my reverb, I can easily just put an EQ in front of it. Like I can go like a fat filter, not fat filter, but a fruity EQ too. And I actually cut the lows from the reverb. And it just affect the reverb and not my actual signal.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base when you're forced. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing.
Easy way to do it. And also I'm gonna show you a little trick I like to do. If you want to, get a good balance with your mix, change it to mono. Now, one way to do that with here is to, if you turn this little button right here on your main mix, turn it all the way to the right. Now you listen to everything in mono.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with the pencil. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn nigga, cross it. You can bet your ass for sure. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the base when you're forced. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing.
Boom, easy right there. Great balance. Sounds good. Like I said, we're gonna make some tweaks with it. We'll start throwing everything else in there. So yeah, so let me just go ahead and kind of get everything else kind of situated. Then we'll come back and I'll show you what else I did to stacks and the, what's the other thing, ad-libs. And then we'll go over everything. I don't want to keep this video too long for you guys. So I'll be right back. All right, so I am back right now. I'm gonna show you guys what I did to the stacks and the ad-libs. Like I said, I want to keep it quick and I don't want to take too long with it. I'll show you what I pretty much did with them to give them the way they sound. But so basically when it comes to the stacks, so just go ahead and mute the stacks real quick. What I did with the stacks.
With it. Any issue. Call him my artist. With the pencil.
So what I did with this is the same thing I used Nectar 3 of course to just kind of get like an initial preset because like I said, we're trying to work fast. We're not trying to take a whole lot of time. We want to get it good and sound and tweak it to our heart's content to get it where it is. I did use a gate because with ad-libs there are big gaps in parts and I didn't want to hear like background spilling like that. So I used the gate in order to gate out some of that empty noise so as you can hear.
With it. Any issue.
You're just cutting out some of that background noise. And also I also did the same thing with the vocals to kind of control some of the breaths because for some reason my breath control's acting, it has like a huge massive delay inside of FL Studio. In Studio One it doesn't, but in FL Studio got like just a huge delay and I can't figure out what's going on with that. I don't know. It's FL Studio, so it's what it is. So yeah, I did that. Then I also added in the warm vocal preset and I pretty much anything that involves highs, I just took it away because when I do my stacks, I don't want my stacks to be so bright. I want my main vocals to be the brightest part, and then my stacks to kind of just be without there. Sometimes I would even go so far as in adding a EQ like this. I'll go like the FL Studio Pyramid EQ 2 or something like that in the EQ, and I'll just roll out some of the highs.
With it. Any issue.
And what that would do would help, if you do that, it will help the stacks and the vocals actually blend a lot better.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the issue. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He drawing down with a pencil.
So if you're having trouble with your vocals and your stacks kind of blend together, roll off some of the highs of the stacks and that will help out. And then with the stacks, I didn't send it to no effects or anything like that, so it's not getting processed because it's just stacks, just kind of just to emphasize certain words. I don't want them to be really up in the car, in and out stacks, whatever. Same thing. It don't really matter. Whatever. So here's that. Then I went to my ad-libs, which with the ad-libs, I went a little bit more beyond a little bit that. What I did was I added in Nectar to get my initial preset. I used the warm vocal preset because my favorite preset. I tweaked it slightly. I added de-esser. I added an EQ3 and I put it inside of the telephone effect because that's gonna just give some different vibe to my vocal, my stacks or my ad-libs and just make them stand out a little bit better. So. Also, I turned it into a reverb. Of course, they're the same reverb that I use with the vocals to, just kind of keep the CPU down and, have a consistent reverb sound. Then I added in a Valhalla delay. I turned it on ping pong mode, made it on eighth notes, and that just kind of makes it go, back and forth to the ears and, just keeps it kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? So. And then when you also hit it with that with the verse, you can hear.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pimps. He'll draw.
It just has that effect to it, let's say with the beat, of course.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pimps. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn, nigga, the cross. You can bet your ass for so. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire.
You know, it has a very big polished sound right there just by adding certain little things like reverb and delay and echo and telephone effects, filtering stuff out, stuff like that. It just gives it a more polished sound. Like I say, if your stacks don't blend in well, roll some highs off, and with your ad-libs, do some crazy effects where you can throw auto-tone, you could throw flanger, phaser, you could throw chorus, you could throw telephone effect, you can do whatever you want to just to separate it from the verse and make it seem like they're two different things. And that's what you want. Because if stuff is not sound the same, they blend a lot better. If they sound too similar, they don't mix as well when it comes to mixes. So just keep that in mind when doing that. With the intro, I pretty much just added reverb and delay to the intro and then add a little bit of, EQ and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let's create this shit overnight. Fuck all that nice shit. Done.
You can hear that gate kicking in, to cut out some of that background noise because he had big gaps in between his verse, in between his, takes. So, you don't want that. You don't want all this background noise to come up and be heard because it's going to sound unprofessional. You can't go in there and cut it yourself. It's going to take a little bit more time, but just use a gate and set it, and you pretty much get set it and forget it pretty much type thing. When it comes down to the mixing and leveling, like I said, I turned everything to mono, and I just listen to it in mono to kind of get my right balance.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pistol. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn, nigga, the cross. You can bet your ass for so. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the basement of your force. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken and like you get plucked for your.
And usually if it sounds good in mono, it's pretty much going to sound good everywhere. So that's a good way to check your mix. So
let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pistol. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn, nigga.
Let's go and check my loudness while I'm at it.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pistol. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn, nigga, the cross. You can bet your ass for so. We shooting till shit like a club. They think I'm a fool, but I'm showing no fear. I'm right on their necks. They leave me no choice. I break out them sticks like we building a fort. Get out of fire, snatch the basement of your force. They thinking I'm playing, I'm built like a fort. So tough. Playing chicken and like you get plucked for your fellas. Some niggas speak puckin', they scared of the pressure. Can tell a soul what you do, whatever. They whisper like bitches. I know that they listen. Some people can't wait to go spread on your business. They got what they doing, they breaking the penny. I'm laughing at them while I'm cruising through limits. I'm moving official. 20.
So it looks like I don't have that much dynamic range. I'm going for the Spotify mix, or if I'm going for the regular mix. But overall, it's not clipping. It is loud. And like I said, if you want stuff to sound loud, try to get it as close as you can to the final output in your mixing stage. That way, when it comes to mastering, you don't have that much. You need to push it to get it to where it is. That's just a rule of thumb. I always say if you get it close in the mixing phase, you're most likely going to be better off in the mastering phase, which you will see in the next video when we get to that. So, yeah, this wasn't no in-depth video. I know a lot of people probably expect this to be a super in-depth video, but this is all about making a mix or how I mix fast, and that's all there is to it. Like I said, the next video when I do stock plugins, I will go more into detail about it, for people who more of the basic people want to do the stock plugins. But for this one, I'll show you how you can take third-party plugins, use their presets, tweak them to your advantage, and get the proper mix that you're looking for really fast and easy. And usually always get a good result. Like I said, we record this in the living room with pretty much average equipment, nothing super special, average equipment. And it went from sounding like this, it's what it originally sounded like, remember.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pistol.
To converting it to sound something like this.
Let's get it. You know that I'm with it. No, we acting a fool in the ish. I stay with my bro. I call him my artist. He joined down with the pistol. He'll draw a line with the pistol. Damn, nigga, the cross. You can bet your ass for so.
Mixing is not rocket science. It's pretty basic as it is. you guys just overthinking it. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. Like I said, leave your questions in the description below. Like I said, tell me stuff you want to see in especially the stock video footage, which you want me to go more in detail about. That way I can do that. This was just kind of a quick video show you how I mix my stuff, because you guys are asking me how I mix. There you go. Now you know. And then the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how I master quickly as well. That way you can get a really good result and, you know, put your stuff out there and get it heard to the world. So being said, y'all know who it is. Your boy Slim, aka MrDifferent, not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. Like always, hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, thumb it up, leave a comment. Hey, do what you do. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.